6 at 4, we are getting an inside look at the new hospital coming to Columbia County, when we can expect the doors to open.
Plus, Aiken's Meals on Wheels is raising money as part of a campaign to create a sustainability fund. We'll let you know how the fund will be used.
And this is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. One local hospital wants to help you get screened. How you can help prevent getting one of the deadliest cancers. As your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins with healthcare in Columbia County, where we are getting a first-hand look at the progress on the county's first hospital. News Channel 6 was there this morning for a hard hat tour at the Wellstar Medical Center in Grovetown. It's going to have 100 inpatient beds, operating rooms, a 19-room emergency department that'll become a trauma center eventually. It'll bring more than 1,200 jobs to the area. Look at the progress they've made. I had no idea it was that far along. And it'll bring vital services to the community.
The most interesting thing to me over the years is that I talk to physicians, they say there's just not enough beds in this community. And at times where we have trouble getting patients into a hospital, this is just a critical component of the CSRA, not just Columbia County, providing medical support and services for all citizens.
Wellstar will get the ball rolling on the hiring process next month. Construction, by the way, on track to finish next April, and then open it for patients in August.
Next week, Doctors Hospital will cut the ribbon on its new freestanding emergency room in Evans. The big event is Monday at noon. The facility is located at the corner of North Bel Air and Hereford Farm Road. Guided tours will be offered. The ER will have 11 treatment rooms, a trauma center, and an ambulance bay. Time now for a first check of the weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, let's start out with a look at our very brand new Skyview cam. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Thompson, Georgia, showing the beautiful blue skies today. It's been stunning over the past couple of days, and temperatures are back to near average for this time of the year. We're sitting at 73 in Thompson and Millen, 74 in Swainsboro, Augusta at 72, Aiken, you're at 71, and Saluda at 70. So temperatures are about the same across the area, with dew points on the lower side in the upper 20s through low 30s. We do have high pressure in control, and that's bringing in the drier air with winds slightly out of the north, but you can see those winds are overall very calm, only up to around 4 miles per hour. So high pressure is directly overhead here in the CSRA. Very quiet conditions in the southeast this evening, and if you're headed out for dinner for your Friday evening, things are looking good. We will cool down quickly as the sun goes down, 60 at 7 p.m. with those light winds. And then looking ahead into your weekend, it's going to be fantastic for outdoor plans. If you love the warmer weather, this will definitely be a treat as we are climbing to 78 degrees on Sunday. Low temperatures also warming up significantly all the way to 52 on Sunday morning. I'll have a look at how long the warmer temperatures will last coming up, but back to you, Brad.
Jenna, thank you. During the government shutdown, a lot of nonprofits that on that forecast we just saw from Jenna, tomorrow is going to be a great day to get outside and clean up your community. Augusta Mayor Garnett Johnson holding a canal cleanup day. It's part of the Operation City Cleanup Initiative. Volunteers meet at the canal gates near the stadium at Lake Olmsted. It starts at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Make sure you wear comfortable clothes and closed-toe shoes. They're going to provide all the supplies for you. The Army Corps of Engineers opening its second campground since all the parks at the lake were damaged in Hurricane Helene last year. The Haw Creek Campground, as we reported, was the first to reopen on Labor Day weekend. Now the Petersburg Campground in Appling will be open for the fall and winter seasons starting Sunday. Those parks will remain open, those campgrounds year-round.
November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. According to the Centers for Disease Control, it's the third most common cancer in men and women. News Channel 6's Allison Hubbard has more.
Lung cancer is one of the most deadly cancers in America, causing over 1 million deaths in men and women every year. And there's a reason for that.
About 80 to 85% of all lung cancers are going to be caused or attributed to cigarette smoking. But that's not the only thing. We see a lot of lung cancer in people who don't normally have those kind of risk factors. So people who are younger, people who've never smoked, we still see lung cancer in those people. And it could be things like pollution. secondhand smoke exposure, and the second most common thing is actually radon exposure.
Some symptoms of lung cancers include coughing up blood and shortness of breath, but most times there aren't any symptoms, making it harder to discover. Another reason doctors stress the importance of screenings.
Lung cancer screening is simple, it's efficient, it's available. It's a low-dose chest CT, very similar to getting a chest x-ray where you can get nice pictures of the lungs. It's a lot easier to do than a colonoscopy, and it can catch lung cancer much earlier than late stage, where it's treatable, potentially even curable.
Screening guidelines show it's best to have them done between 50 and 80 years old, especially if you smoked, currently smoke, or have been around it growing up.
If you currently smoke or you smoked when it was okay to smoke in airplanes and waiting rooms, you should really talk to your doctor about getting lung cancer screening.
In Augusta, Ellison Hubbard, WJBF News Channel 6.
Technology is helping with prevention. This year, Piedmont Augusta introduced a robotic-assisted bronchoscopy. That's a more accurate and safer tool to help spot early stages of lung cancer. To sign up for a lung screening at Piedmont, just look for this story on our website, WJBF.com.
The upcoming holiday season means it's time for our giving edition on the Means Report. We highlight 3 local agencies that could really use your support. We'll tell you about Kids Restart. They help children and families who are temporarily separated while one or both parents goes through the legal system. We'll also talk to Medical Associates Plus and the Heart-to-Heart prescription agencies. They help people get the medication they need. And we find out how Miracle Making Ministries offers medical and financial assistance.
So we help people with any sort of financial crisis that they're experiencing. So a large majority of our patients are experiencing utility shutoffs, so water, electricity. We also have people who are struggling to pay their rent, their mortgage, and especially here recently, even over the last week with, again, the SNAP benefits being cut, we also provide food assistance and housing assistance, auto repairs, anything that's going to help people fix the financial crisis that they're in and get to a better financial situation.
Be sure to join us for the Giving edition of the Means Report. We're on Monday afternoon at 12:30 right here on News Channel 6.
Coming up, new regulations for hemp products added onto the bill to end the government shutdown.
How these new rules will impact businesses. Next.
Let's go! Sunny and dry conditions continuing into the weekend with very warm temperatures. Then as we go into Sunday, we will have breezy conditions, followed by maybe the chance of rain later on next week. I'll have your full Bay for 6 forecast with all the details when we return.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Roofing done right.
Hi, I'm Caleb Milling.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6. Time and temperature. Brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Right now on News Channel 6 and 11, battling addiction, how a summit in South Carolina is helping the fight against drugs. And the Masters, getting ready for next year's competition, how you can apply to work there as your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in Columbia, and Governor Henry McMaster hosting a summit to help fight addiction. The victim in a Burke County shooting has died. Investigators say Canarius McBride was shot at least once at the Sunoco convenience store on 7th Street in Waynesboro. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Jalen Floyd Cox was identified as the suspect. He has turned himself in to law enforcement. An Aiken man is charged with arson. It happened yesterday at a building on York Street. Investigators say 31-year-old Anthony Rienzo lit a fire in his bedroom and tried to run from officers. He was taken into custody and charged with arson, assault, and battery, and resisting arrest. We're now hearing from the replacements of the 2 fire chiefs. Well, it is time now for a first look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci, and it was a lovely day. Hopefully we get another.
Yeah, it was beautiful today, Dee. We had sunshine, just a few clouds that moved in at night, and temperatures are finally back to near average. but right now you're taking a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Television Park. As for our almanac in Augusta, we had a low of 35, still well below average, but our high temperature was actually a few degrees above average at 73. And of course, no rain today. We're currently at 44 in Augusta, 48 in Evans, Swainsboro at 49, Aiken, you're one of the coolest spots at 43, and then Waynesboro a bit warmer at 50, 51 in Washington. Now you can see a lot of places in the CSRA are much colder than yesterday with the exception of our western counties. That all has to do with the wind speed. So notice our winds are very calm, especially in our South Carolina counties. That's where it's the coldest, but it's a little bit warmer where we still have up to around a 5 to 7 mile per hour wind out towards the west. But high pressure is in control for all of us. Those clouds are pushing south. Tomorrow morning will be clear and we'll be dropping down to the upper 30s with a lot more days in the 70s ahead. I'll have a look at how long this warm up will last coming up. Back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We will see you in a few minutes. A member of the Augusta Charter Review Committee blasting the decision. Leaders battle to find agreement on next year's budget. City leaders looking to find a way to offset a $21 million shortfall. Commissioners saying they want to find additional funding cuts before looking at a tax hike, but the administrator says there's not a lot of room left to reduce spending.
And let's be honest, you can only cut so much without really impacting the services that you deliver to the community. So we can continue to look at respective reductions, but then you're going to jeopardize the services that you provide to the community. So you have to balance it.
Commissioners did approve restoring Saturday bus service, but that means another roughly $300,000 will need to be cut. Well, if you've ever dreamed of working at the Masters Golf Tournament, you now have a chance. Today, organizers held a Masters Job Expo to help people learn more about available positions. News Channel 6's Francis Floresca shows us how the event connected community members to work during Augusta's busiest season of the year.
At the Hub for Community Innovation, people stopped by to talk with Masters Tournament organizers. From concessions to security to point of sales, there are plenty of jobs available. From students to retirees, people turned out to learn about jobs for the popular golf tournament.
Once I receive the opportunity, then I can work my way and maneuver around to just learn new things, be open and work all the options that's available, and just also being able to share my experience that I was a part of the Masters.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for many people. For students in Augusta, they say it's a chance to add it to their resumes and be part of Masters Tournament Week.
Tiger Woods was there. They had a few of Payne College students there helping out. And I think that's just very dope that we just get to experience things like that. It's a lot of schools and students that don't get to experience dope opportunities like this.
That opportunity to work at the Masters Tournament also pushed J.J. Hubbard to come out to the Job Expo. Just last year, Hubbard attended the event for himself and wants to work it next year.
It's just a good experience overall because a lot of teens our age don't get to experience things like that. I was looking for positions like working at concessions or I see a lot of people my age doing the parking jobs.
Others say they're willing to take whatever job they're offered.
Working is just, as long as I enjoy the position. So I know it was a couple of them like the retail, restock, some of the gift shops. I think they also have food and service.
I'm not sure which route I want to go and get, but whatever position they put me in, I'm fine with. I'm willing to work. I like to work.
Organizers say applications are still available online. You can find that link on our website, WJBF.com. The deadline to apply is December 1st. In Augusta, Francis Floresca, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Coming up, Evans on Ice is back. What attendees can expect this year. We'll have the story after Jenna's forecast.
And the 70s are back, and they're here to stay for a while longer. It's going to be really beautiful this weekend, and next week looks pretty good as well. I'll have your full Vapor 6 forecast when we return.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
It's time to go see
weather headlines. Headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I want to start out with a very special shout out to our weather kid of the week. Meet Emmeline. She is from Augusta and a 6th grade student. She was actually a part of her school's news crew last year, and I watched her video and she did a fantastic job. And she's also taking a broadcast and communication class this year, so she's definitely passionate about the news business, and she didn't know a whole lot about meteorology, but hopefully I sparked her interest in that, and she did do a fantastic job on the green screen presenting the forecast last night. So thank you so much, Emmeline, for coming by, and to your mom for setting up this tour with me. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam, looking at Augusta, it's a nice quiet night. It is cold out there. We're already at 44 degrees. Winds are calm. That's what allowed the temperatures to fall pretty quickly tonight. Dew points are low in the 30s, but we did have some cloud cover move through. The clouds are pushing down towards the south of us now, so by tomorrow morning it will be completely clear. We're at 50 in Swainsboro, so places with the cloud cover a little bit warmer, but 46 in McCormick, 44 in Saluda. Tomorrow morning we're going to be in the upper 30s in Augusta. Some of us could stay in the low 40s. And then as we go throughout the day, we're going to be climbing into the lower 70s with calm winds. Now our futurecast is showing high pressure overhead. For now we have a north wind, but soon as we go into tomorrow, winds are going to start to come out of the south, and that's really going to bring us a significant warm-up as we go into the weekend. So as we go into that weekend, you can see not much going on. Saturday night looks great. We'll have a cold front to the north of us on Sunday. This is likely going to be a dry front, and it will just bring us a bit of cloud cover Sunday night into Monday, and that will also warm those temperatures up. 50 Sunday morning, 47 on Monday morning, and then we're going to continue to see those above average temperatures with the highs as well. So 70s over the next several days, 72 tomorrow, all the way up to 78 on Sunday, and I wouldn't even rule out the possibility of us maybe hitting 80. That south wind really going to bring us a lot of warmer air, and that warmer air could even stick around through Thanksgiving. Of course, it's still 2 weeks away, so we can't give you an exact forecast, but I can show you what the trends are pointing to, and that is above average temperatures here in the CSRA, and no matter where you're going for Thanksgiving in the southeast. Now, if you go out towards the west, that's where we could have some cooler temperatures, but it's looking pretty warm and dry as we finish off the month of November. No rain here through Wednesday, and then just a 10% chance next Thursday. No rain from the tropics either. That's always fantastic news. It's been very quiet lately. Our last named storm was Melissa, and that actually formed 23 days ago, so it's been quiet since then. Of course, that was a devastating major hurricane, and if we did have another storm, it would be Nestor, but so far, so good. Lows tonight down to 38 in some places. Highs tomorrow right around the 70-degree mark. And here's your 10-day forecast. Beautiful weather to enjoy this weekend. Definitely take advantage of it. Then as we go into next week, still mostly dry, just giving it a 10 to 20% chance of rain with high temperatures staying in the 70s.
All right, well, with the cooler temperatures, it's a perfect time to start ice skating. You like ice skating?
I do like ice skating, Dee. I've always wanted to go here.
Well, here's your chance. Evans on Ice kicked off today. Many families were out on the ice this evening. Skates are included in the ticket price. You hear that, Jenna? And if you don't know how to skate, they do offer ice skating lessons. The owner says working the ice rink is worthwhile.
I had a good friend of mine that operated an ice rink in California, and he said it's some of the hardest work you'll ever do setting it up, but it's some of the most rewarding because you get to be a part of the community and give back, and it's been absolutely true. Today's opening day, obviously November 13th, but we'll be open, I think, for 68 days this year, closing on Martin Luther King Day, which I believe is January 19th this year.
Gates are open Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Saturdays are open from 12 p.m. until 10 p.m. And you can buy tickets at evansonice.com. Coming up, the federal government back open. So what happens next? We'll have the answer after this break. But first, Knights of South Carolina lottery pick 3094. The pick 4 winning numbers are 5482, and the fireball is 9. We'll be right back.
I'm Gunnar Stockton.
Coming up, the Edmund Spartans are seeking their 3rd straight state championship. Hear from the head coach and players in sports.
New four-door Ram. Raul Electric today. The Scholar Athlete Awards are brought to you by Jefferson Energy Cooperative, Revamp of Augusta, McDonald's, and WJBF News Channel 6. WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
While Georgia and South Carolina schools are still in the early round of the playoffs, the Edmundburg Academy Spartans are state championship bound for the third year in a row, playing next Friday at Mercer University in Macon. Gabriel Stovall has the story.
If you're looking for a place in the CSRA to call Titletown, consider taking a trek to Waynesboro. That's where you'll find the two-time defending GIAA state champion Edmundburg football Spartans looking for a three-peat.
Right now, as we get ready to play for the state championship game, I'm feeling really good about our chances. I mean, our guys are playing at a very high level. Our practices have been unbelievable with our intensity and our effort and our attention to detail. So we're ready to kick this ball off next Friday.
Spartans are proof that championship seasons are never boring, no matter how many trips to the big stage they make.
Different times we played without our quarterback, we played without multiple of our starting offensive linemen, and our team is just, hey, the next man stepped up and gotten better. We've gotten healthy at this time of the year. We're the healthiest we've ever been heading into the postseason.
We just helped each other, picked up each other, just kept each other high, spirits high, and just bonded with each other.
Far cry from the last two seasons where Edmundburg compiled a combined 22-2 mark, dominating their way to GIAA football supremacy. Now this year, injuries and adversity dogged this squad, which makes the potential accomplishment even sweeter.
We're very blessed to get this shot. We just take things one game at a time and just try to play to our standard that we hold all the time. When we started over the summer, I thought we were going to go all the way again. We just have a great group of guys, and then when we all got healthy again, I knew we were going again.
They'll face a familiar foe in Robert Toombs Academy, their fourth time playing each other in the last two seasons, second straight year meeting with a title on the line.
They got big, tall wideouts on the edge. They have a very talented quarterback who's a dual threat guy who can run it and throw it. Their running back's a very talented player. He can run. He can catch the ball in the backfield. They're massive on the defensive line.
It's always hard to play the same team twice, but we just, like I said, just play to our standard and do what we do best.
Now, an NFL Pro Hall of Famer was in town tonight as guest speaker for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Coaches Appreciation Dinner. That is Mike Singletary, who was a linebacker for the Chicago Bears in the 1980s and became a three-time Defensive Player of the Year. Now, he began coaching as well in the NFL, head coach of the San Francisco 49ers for 2 years, and the Pro Football Hall of Famer in Augusta to share his inspirational message to those coaches and young student athletes who are dealing with the pressures in today's age.
For young people, they just need to understand that no one is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has failed. Everybody has stumbled. Everybody has scars. But that's just the beginning of the story. The most important thing is to get up. Not one time, not twice. Continue to get up and continue to fight and stay in the battle, because as long as you stay in the battle, you may not win. But as long as you're swinging, you got a chance.
Now that is it for sports. Dee, back to you.
That is so awesome. He is a legend, and what a great inspiration. Love what he says. He's so right. Coming up, a competition on cleaning. We'll have the story after the break.
I was hit by a drunk driver. The weather, it seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. Hurt? Don't settle for less.
Here's another look at our 10-day forecast. 70s every single day. Lows from the upper 30s to low 50s. Sunny through the weekend. Then some cloud cover next week with slight rain chances.
Well, did you know there is another type of Olympic Games based on cleaning? Well, in Las Vegas this week, they held the 35th Annual Housekeeping Olympics. 9 teams of hospitality workers competed in a series of challenges like vacuum race, a mob relay, and a bed-making relay. Organizers say the competition celebrates the people who take care of hotel guests. The winner gets a medal along with cash prizes. They're moving fast.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. I think my mother-in-law would beat all of them. I gotta send this to her.
Oh, she would be good. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to watch
Mary, Barkley, John, and Ellison. Good morning, Augusta.